So tonight I'm thinking a calzone. But staying in the tradition of St. Patrick's Day coming up, I was thinking, how about a Reuben? So let's do the Reuben Calzone. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a half cup of water and put a teaspoon of brown sugar in there. I'm going to stir that up. Get that fully dissolved in there. I'm going to dump that in the mixing bowl with a pack of yeast, quick rise of yeast. Whoa, shoot. Throw that in there. You want to let that sit for about 10 minutes. So actually I'm going to set that aside, and while we're waiting for that to rise, I'm going to take a bowl. We're going to put a cup of dark rye flour. Mix that with 2½ cups of regular unbleached all-purpose flour. And a teaspoon of salt. I'm actually going to throw in let's see. Yeah, probably do about 2 teaspoons of caraway seed in that. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes and this yeast is activating really well. So move on to the next step, which is basically you're going to dump your flour mixture, the all-purpose flour, the rye flour, and the salt. I'm going to pour that into the mixing bowl along with another cup of hot water. Close that down. We're going to turn that on low and let that go for a bit. A little higher than that. See how that's looking. Alright, so once that's mixed up, the next thing you're going to want to do is take a large bowl, basically a little bit of olive oil in it. I'll wipe that up around the sides. Basically just greasing the bowl so the dough doesn't stick to it. I'm going to take all that dough and just basically set it in there, the ball on the bottom. Okay, so the next thing we're going to want to do is cover that up with some saran wrap. And we're just going to set that aside and let it rise for about an hour until it's about double in size. We're just going to set that back there. Okay, so the next step is making the sauce. It's pretty simple. Basically, you're just going to take a third cup of Thousand Island dressing. Pour that into it. Basically, you just want to pour it into a container that you can throw into the fridge. Okay. Probably want to put it in a bowl first to mix it easier. There you go. And to that, we're going to take about a tablespoon horseradish sauce. And that's basically it. You just want to mix that up really well. I'm just going to throw that in the fridge until we're ready to use it. Okay, another step we're going to want to take before we start this pizza. I'm going to take a jar of sauerkraut. Alright, you want to drain this very well. Alright, so I've wrung that out pretty well. I mean, this is what you're looking at. You want it pretty close to dry. I mean, you don't want any of that juice in there. The reason why is you get all that juice in there, that's going to run off when you're cooking your calzone, and it's going to give you a soggy calzone. You don't want a soggy calzone. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is preheat your oven to 425 degrees. If you have a pizza stone, you're going to throw that in there. Preheat that. And then we'll get this pizza ready. Okay, so we got the dough sitting, rising. Got the sauerkraut sitting, waiting. Got the sauce done, put in the fridge, waiting. What else do we need for this thing? Oh yeah, how about some meat? Because if you like Reubens, like I like Reubens, it's all about the meat. Pastrami is freaking delicious. I have about a pound here. I don't know if I'm going to use this whole pound. Probably about a half pound, I'd imagine. Probably plenty. Alright, you basically want to cut this into fairly large chunks. So I'd say on these I'm probably going to cut it about, slice about 3 slices that way. I'll cut it maybe into like square inches, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure how much is there. It's probably about a half pound, but that is more than enough for what we're doing. Okay, so it's been an hour and that dough is risen. So basically we're gonna punch that down, get it back to a manageable size. One thing you're gonna want to have when you're messing with dough, you want to have your flour out and ready. Throw some flour on this board. Get your hands good and floured. Alright, I would like to do like they do in the pizza places and flip this and spin it. I'd probably just scoot it up there. But I'm not going to do that because I can't. I'm afraid to admit when I can't. Yeah, I'm not afraid to try it. We're going to need to get this in some kind of round shape, and it's not wanting to work with me. Well, this is going to be a calzone. I guess we can go square too. This dough is being stubborn, does not want to work with me. It's geometrically challenged. And make sure it's about the same thickness all around. You don't want big chunks in there. Alright, from there we're going to take our sauce. Put that on there. Alright, so once that's spread all over this thing evenly, you're going to take shredded Swiss cheese. So basically we're going to put the cheese on half of half of it. You're going to spread your meat evenly across that. I'm going to pile that on there. Make sure you leave some dough around the edge though, because we're going to have to pinch that together once we get this all in there. And then you got your sauerkraut. Sauerkraut on there. Spread that across evenly. That, we're going to put the rest of our cheese. And there you have it. From there, we'll take the side and we're going to flip that over. You want to make sure and pinch this side off tight all the way around. Another thing you can do, make sure it's together. Press it down with a fork all the way around. Now from here, if you have a pizza pan, or you just take a baking pan and put it on there and bake it in the oven. Since I have a pizza stone, I'm going to take my peel, it's called a pizza peel. I'll put some cornmeal over that. Flip that over onto it. Right from there, I'm going to get the knife. I'm just going to put like 3 little slices right across the top. Those are the only holes you want in it, of course. Alright, then from there, take my peel, slide that off right onto the baking stone. We're going to cook that for about 12 to 15 minutes. We'll come back when it's done and see how it looks. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes. I'm going to pull this out and we'll take a look at it. It smells amazing. And that, my friends, is a Reuben Calzone. I'm ready to grub this up because it just looks amazing. There you have it, Reuben Calzone. Hope you liked my video. If you want to see more like it, please subscribe. If you want to try this out for yourself, the recipe is in the descriptions down below. I want to thank you for stopping by. Hope to see you again.